Hello everyone, wow, black caps. It's not said this women's team, it's white ferns, they say. New Zealand. I mean, they won the match by 100 runs. It was a complete dominance, sheer dominance in all the three departments of the game. There was a little collapse at the start of the innings, but Sophie Devine misses consistent, we can say, to her. She almost every time has scored half century, 260 runs precisely she has scored, and she's looking unstoppable. And Brooke Halliday scored runs. That's why the target was 228 runs to win. Bowlers did their job very well. It was quite unique, I would say, the way New Zealand played. Apart from Sophie Devine, the rest also stepped up, like 20, 30 contributions. That is also important. And now they have got their first 2 points after losing the first two matches. Now the White Ferns are going to want to peak at the perfect timing. So yes, we are going to discuss about New Zealand versus Bangladesh match. So in the panel we have got today our in my below there is Anup sir who is in Delhi, and there is Ayush Shekhar, and on my left of the video there is Ayan Chatterjee. So Anup sir, like what do you make out of this performance? It's a clinical victory, right? New Zealand, everyone was saying that they have lost the plot, the ploy, everything, but today it was like we are going for a throat completely. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. It was like a very clinical win. 100 runs was the exact 100 runs was the difference between New Zealand and Bangladesh. Saying so, yes, everyone at the start of the World Cup thought that this New Zealand team wouldn't go too far, and they lost in first two matches proved it. But as we look at this New Zealand team, it is a blend of young players as well as experienced players. Because the likes of Suji Bates and Sophie Devine, who is actually playing her last World Cup, and she is, as you said, with 260 runs in the three matches, one century versus Australia, 81 are then the second match which she scored, and the five today she scored around 60, 65. She is in like the divine form of her life. She is making her last World Cup memorable with the bat at least. A captain in New Zealand team. So she is the most experienced player. So 350 matches to her career and 300 international matches experience she has, along with Susie Bates, which was who was recalled by the New Zealand team, especially for the World Cup. She has 350 international matches experience with her. So New Zealand are banking on those two experiences. Susie Bates, she was unfortunate in the first two matches with her mode of dismissal, but today she's looked good with a brisk 29 runs. Unfortunately, fail at her on time. Saying so, Bruce Halliday, she was very good in the last match as well, scored some 40 odd runs. Today, she took the lead and she scored around 69 runs to be exact. So, and the partnership with 100-run partnership between Sophie Devine and Bruce Halliday actually took the game away from Bangladesh players, because Bangladesh, as we have seen, this is their second World Cup. They are giving tough fight for yeah, it's some few days prior to today's, they are given a tough fight to a team like England, who are the World Cup champions for four times. So Bangladeshi bowling is very supreme. Today also their bowlers tried their best. 38 for 3. They made New Zealand suffer at the start, and then Fahima Khatun, she bowled well. And then Rabaya Khan with 3 wickets, Marufa Akhtar with 2 wickets. Everyone chipped in at the right point. But there were some little contributions from New Zealand which propelled their score to 222. And secondly, it was like the contribution means easy days. Usta jo 25 ball, 25 runs, 25 runs in the last,
Yeah, yeah.
they thought that proved to be more crucial, because New Zealand at one point were 202 for 7. That 25 runs shot, and then last I mean Rosemary or Lita, who I don't remember, 4 बॉल में 12 मारे थे उन्हें, 1 4 and one
Yes,
four.
yes, yes, yes.
That to proved to be crucial. And then the problem with Bangladeshi batting is, which I have observed from the last two matches, is like one of their players did the start, but actually the problem is they don't have the skills, or I might say they lack the power to hit the big shots, which is very much required in a game where their margins are very low. Because 222 score at the current rate is nothing even if they are the minnows. But whenever you see their Bangladesh middle overs or the Bangladesh, even in the power play, where the only two fielders are outside the 25-yard circle for women's cricket, their inability to pick up boundaries at will, it's hurting them a lot. No doubt they are very good players. Nidar Sultana is their experienced captain, but she is totally out of touch. And then today, credit to Jester, she took 3 wickets in the power, 2 wickets in the power play and broke the backbone. In total, she took 3 wickets. And Lita, who yes, come on, another experienced player for New Zealand. Today was her 100th match, and what special match she made out of it. The three
Yes,
wickets in
yes.
her 100th appearance for New Zealand in white funds colors as well. So I think New Zealand very well knew like teams like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. These are the teams to be beaten in the World Cup. So New Zealand proper, like every each and every team which are above their rankings, they know that these three are matches like are easy matches in the pockets. Our main competitions are with the likes of South Africa, in which New Zealand unfortunately lost, but South Africa, England, Australia, India, that they are the main competition. These two teams, like these three teams, are like six. Okay, they are like the easy point giving teams to the other nation, and all the nations will try to win big against
Yeah,
these
sure, sure.
countries because that will boost their net run rate also. Because remember, only top four teams are gonna proceed to the semi-final. मतलब नंबर 5 और नंबर 4 रन रेट से भी डिसाइड हो सकता है.
Yes,
So
definitely. Yeah,
at that moment, this 100 run victory or परसों जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया की 107 रन विन, नो डाउट ऑस्ट्रेलिया विल बी अमन टॉप टू ओनली. बट अनफॉर्चुनेट अदर सिनेरियोज हो गए, वर्ल्ड कप्स में हो जाते हैं, हो गए. और अदर ऑस्ट्रेलिया थर्ड फोर्थ पर भी आई, वो 107 रन विक्ट्री है टुडे. न्यूजीलैंड के 100 रन विक्ट्री वुड बी वेरी इफेक्टिव फॉर देम. साउथ अफ्रीका की भी 69 ऑल आउट वाली विक्ट्री तो हर्ट कर सकती थी, बट उन्होंने दो विक्ट्रीज बैक टू बैक लेते, 4 पॉइंट्स लेते अपने, अब तो पॉइंट्स के हिसाब से सेव कर लिया. But still, their run rate is still very down. They really need to win ahead matches, otherwise, or
yeah.
increase the run rate as well. So, these big margins are very useful for increasing the run rate, especially when there are only four teams proceeding to the semi-final. It's not like the main team, like तीन तीन टीम जैसे सुपर फोर्स होंगे फिर फाइनल सेमीफाइनल. इट्स लाइक ओनली
Yes,
फोर
yes,
टीम्स
yes.
proceeding for that. It's a 8 team tournament. It's not like the 10 team
Yeah,
tournament
oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Only like women's cricket is not that much
No,
expansion
it's like
hasn't been
because
there.
no, my but the point is like the recovery time is very less. That
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
lose 2 or 3 matches at the on the trot, it's like you are on the brink of exit
Yes,
in
yes.
the World Cup. It's like you are not gonna get a comeback. But today's win will give New Zealand enough confidence going into big matches, because now they have Australia, they lost. Okay, now they have bigger teams like India, England in ahead of them. Sri Lanka, Pakistan, okay, they will manage them somewhere. But then on the Colombo pitch, we never know which New Zealand can turn out also. Other Sri Lanka and Pakistan. So न्यूजीलैंड टीम रियरली दे, मतलब उनको लाइफलाइन मिलती है ना, ऐसे बोलते. दे आर नॉट रियली
Yes, yes.
टफ लाइफलाइन टुडे.
Yeah,
एंड होपफुली दे विल कैरी द मोमेंटम फॉरवर्ड, though in because they have the experience of winning the World Cup in 2000. So, and they are the current T20 champions as well. So they know how to win matches. So hopefully all their thoughts string together and they win some of the matches and make a proper statement for a semi-final spot at least. That's my
yes,
take on today's match. Bangladesh really needs to improve on their batting. And New Zealand, yes, only Sophie Divine, हाँ 3 मैचेस में चली, but there are something law of averages in cricket भी, कि वो भी फेल हो सकती है, और जिस दिन वो फेल होगी तो any other player also has to raise their hands as well. Not entirely depend on Sophie Divine or any other player. Like today Bruce Holiday चली, दो मैच से चल रही है, but अगर वो भी दोनों फेल हो जाते हैं एंड देन रेस्ट में से बस किसी तो हाथ उठाना पड़ेगा. ओनस इज ऑन सुजी बेट्स, तो शी इज द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस
Yes.
प्लेयर एज वेल.
Yeah, and she got a start. Like she was hitting some boundaries in the start only when Georgia Plimer was struggling from the other end. She took the responsibility, but that wicket fall and everything. And also yes, net run rate. New Zealand's net run rate is minus 0.245. It's I would say it's okay. It's not that much bad as well. And at the same time, Australia's they are in +1 and even England. So net run rate, as you said, there might be consequences because now we are in the middle of the tournament and as the middle of the tournament will end, we will be again in the semi-finals finals. Boom, it will be vanish like anything. So आयुष आपको क्या कहना है मतलब बहुत अच्छी खेली लेकिन सोफी और हेलिडे भी बट आई थिंक सोफी इज मेकिंग अ स्टेटमेंट हियर like she wants to dominate here like it's not like just a last world cup participation and going like look at her intent the character even in a dangerous position they played out some kind of midden overs I would say four dot balls 5 dot balls but they didn't panic that's what experience is important because when they were in such a dangerous position 38 37 for 3 no another collapse was also loading at the same time Bangladesh spinners were on a roll and also the field placements and everything they got intimidated but they couldn't take any wickets Bangladesh one wicket and the team could have fallen like a pack of cards what's your take क्या लगता है आपको आयुष सोफी डिवाइन और हेलिडे के पार्टनरशिप जो हुआ 100 रन का पार्टनरशिप उसके बारे में
हेलो एवरीवन। अगर आप न्यूजीलैंड का अगर इस वर्ल्ड कप में उठा के देखें, स्टार्टिंग में आपका सामना होता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया से। वहां पे फिर सोफी डिवाइन चलती हैं, उनका साथ देने वाला कोई नहीं। फिर साउथ अफ्रीका के खिलाफ फिर वही चलती हैं, फिर कोई नहीं, साथ देने वाला कोई नहीं। आज भी वही हुआ। आज आपको थोड़ा हल्का ओपोनेंट मिला तो आप जीत पाए। ठीक है, पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ भी आपको हल्का मिलेगा, आप जीत जाएंगे। क्योंकि पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश का क्या सीन है कि जहां इनका 200 रन दिखा, मैंने कल भी कहा था वीडियो में, अफरा तफरी मचेगी ही मचेगी। लेकिन आपका असली चैलेंज अब स्टार्ट होता है जब जब आपका सामना इंग्लैंड से होगा, जब आपका सामना इंडिया से होगा, और जब आप श्रीलंका से खेलेंगे। श्रीलंका में स्पिन विकेट बनता है और स्पिनर को सबसे ज्यादा मदद मिलती है। तो आपके पास भी अच्छी स्पिनर है, उनके पास भी अच्छा स्पिनर है। डिपेंड करता है कि आप उनके स्पिनर्स को कैसे टैकल करते हैं उस घुमाव विकेट पे। क्योंकि हमारी टीम भी स्ट्रगल की थी अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान स्पिन के अगेंस्ट, तो
एंड
इजी नहीं
ऑल्सो
होने
अगेंस्ट
देता है।
श्रीलंका भी श्रीलंका के टाइम पर 125 या 120 पे 6 विकेट गिरे थे दीप्ति शर्मा और
हाँ,
अमनजोत कौर ने टीम को बाहर निकाला था कोलंबो बहुत टर्न होता है इवन
बहुत
ऑलमोस्ट
होता है।
एवरी विकेट इज अ रैंक टर्नर इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप सो फार it's not like pace wicket no it's a rank turner even on a black soil on a red soil whatever you are playing the spinners are only into the game maximum out of 50 overs no if you look at the statistics and everything 25 to 35 overs are bowled by spinners only that's more than 60 to 70%. That shows that how slow spin bowlers are having that much power, ascendancy, authority. So, Ayan, what do you think? Like New Zealand, no doubt they are going to face Pakistan, Sri Lanka, easy opponents, not that much difficult one, but anything can happen because Bangladesh, if they could have cracked the cheat code or to defeat to get rid of Sophie Devine and Brooke Herald, they could have won like two close games for them. You will say 100 run defeat, but they were into the game. 228 wasn't a mountainous task to chase down like a steep mountain. They required a good start, but that didn't happen. They lost wickets by wickets, wickets by wickets. Do you think New Zealand can make it up to the Super Four? Because now the race is going to be very tight, very thin line will be there for the fourth position, I would say.
So as far as New Zealand is concerned, the only thing I would say about them is they struggled initially. I mean, they were struggling against the Bangladeshi spinners, and Bangladesh's lineup is such that they've only got one pacer in Marufa Akhtar, and rest of them are all spinners. So it's a spin to win all the way. And the pitch in Guwahati was a used surface, so that helped the spinners a lot. And New Zealand struggled against spin. They were 38 for 3 and all, but Sophie Devine, once again, she was struggling today. She was struggling for timing today, unlike the first two matches. But Brooke Halliday played a key role today.
Key role
And
today,
she
yeah.
was the dominating partner out of the two. And they took though that partnership really propelled New Zealand to get to a competitive total. Now, once New Zealand got past 200, they knew they were in the game against a side like Bangladesh, whose batting is very brittle. We have seen that in the previous matches also. That they once 200 is scored, they just don't have the maybe it's something to do
Psy-
with the mindset. They just don't have the mindset.
Psychological.
Yeah, they don't have the mindset to chase it down, and they just fell like a pack of cards, and they dragged their game, and they batted for almost 40 overs to get to 127, and then finally they got bowled out. So at the end of the day, Bangladesh's problem is that once they have to chase 200 plus, and it's the same problem that Pakistan also faces, as Ayush rightly mentioned. 200 plus, the team knows that this game is done and dusted. Okay. Now coming to New Zealand, they've got matches against Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Again, it will depend. They'll be playing both games in Colombo. So that will be a challenge because spinning pitch again. I think against Pakistan, New Zealand should win, but against Sri Lanka, I'm not that sure because anything can happen because Sri Lanka has quality spinners. So that will be a very interesting game. Even if they win those two, if they consume that, as far as qualifying for the semifinals, the big games are against England and India. Then that will be the clincher. They have to win at least one, if not both, to make it to
Yeah.
the semifinals. If they lose both to England and India, no matter what they do against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, New Zealand won't make it. So it's going to come down. The fourth position might come down, and I hate people might really hate me by saying this. It might come down to India and New Zealand for the
India and New
fourth.
Zealand.
Never
Yeah.
know. You never know.
I was just about to say that part only before concluding the video. It's going to be a tussle between our women in blue and the white ones. But the way they played today, no, everyone hunted in a pack. Like 4 to 5 guys did the. We should not say guys here. 4 to 5 queens we can say for white ones. They really did the work. I was very happy to see the body language, the everything. There was some chatter going on. Sophie was there. Susie bets from one side. Halliday, come on, we want a big victory, big victory. They are doing the work. You never know. Like the likes of England might get dethroned. We said that New Zealand might dethrone India or India might dethrone New Zealand. Who knows? Like New Zealand will win against England and boom, like England will be out of the tournament. So let's see how it goes ahead because today's match, I mean yesterday's game, now it's post midnight in Indian Standard Time. It was a quite a one-sided game, not like India versus South Africa game. Wow, it was just like we were in utter disbelief and shock. But today, like that's a part of the game and life as well. So thank you, all our three SS, Ayan Chatterjee, Ayush Shekhar, and Anup Konnur sir. So we'll be back with the preview of England versus Sri Lanka, right? Which is the game is today. So let's see because slowly and steadily the tournament will get over very quickly now because 11 days have passed on, officially 12 days. So only half of the tournament is remaining. So let's see how it goes. And thank you, folks. We'll be back very soon. Just a short minute break. Bye.